Hey there, thank you for making it to your mat today. Welcome to the last day of your third week and well done for getting this far. So today's practice is a whole body gentle flow just to really get the energy moving. So make sure you're nice and comfortable, and when you're ready we're going to make a start standing. Starting with the feet hip distance apart. Bringing the palms of the hands together in front of the chest and closing down the eyes when you're ready. Taking a few moments here just to feel into the feet and grounding down through the base of the big toe, the little toe, the outside edge of the heel and the inner edge of the heel. And think about the energy drawing up the legs. It's engaging the quadriceps slightly, trying not to lock out at the back of the knees. Sense of the tailbone dropping down, spine lengthening up, all the way up through the crown of the head. So you've got the energy pressing down through the feet as the energy lifts up through the crown. Starting to notice your breathing. So following the breath in and out through the nose. And let's bring to mind our Sankalpa. Repeating it to yourself 3 times. And then when you're ready, gently blink open the eyes. Release the hands down by your side. Press down through the feet as you take the arms up. Inhaling, palms, hands come together, look to the thumbs, and then exhale, forward fold into your Uttanasana, softening through the knees as you come down, letting the head relax. And you can just let the arms hang, or if you would like to take the forearms or the elbows, just coming into your Ragdoll. Just allowing the torso to rest down on the thighs. Just allowing gravity to lengthen out the spine here. Just make sure you're not holding the head up, trying to relax the neck. Starting to extend into your breathing, slowing down the inhale and slowing down the exhale. Just a couple more times like that. Seeing if there's any more space to relax the torso and the entire spine as you exhale. And then let's release those hands, soften through the knees. On the next in-breath, let's take a spine roll to come all the way up to standing. Inhaling, press down through the feet, take the arms out to the side, take them up, holding on to the right wrist as you exhale, leaning over towards the left and turn the eyes to look up towards the ceiling, turning that top palm to face down, and then releasing that left arm and just taking hold of the side of the ribs, softening the lower ribs, seeing if there's any more space to lengthen out and reach out through the right fingertips as you press out down through the outer edge of the right foot. Taking one more inhale. And as you exhale, coming back up, taking the arms out to shoulder height, stepping that left foot behind you. So you're on the ball of that left foot, taking that little curtsy down. Take the arms down and up to shoulder height, right arm underneath, left arm on top, wrapping into your eagle arms, taking an inhale. As you exhale, sitting down a little bit deeper, and then inhale, Coming back to center, release the arms out, take the arms up, catching the left wrist this time, taking an inhale, reaching up, and then exhale, bending over to the left, turning that left palm to face down, press down through the outer edge of that left foot, and then releasing that right arm, taking it to the outer edge of the left waist or side body, up near the rib cage. Seeing if there's any more space to reach out through the top fingers, taking one more inhale. And then as you exhale, recovering back to center, take the arms out to shoulder height, stepping the right foot behind you, taking the arms down and up, left arm on top, right arm on top, wrapping around into your eagle arms, taking an inhale. As you exhale, sitting down a little bit deeper, and then taking another in-breath, come back to center. And we'll just go again. Take the arms up, catching the right wrist, taking a side bend over to the left, taking one full breath here, releasing that left hand, and just noticing if there's any more space to reach out through the fingertips. On the next in-breath, let's come back up to center, stepping that left foot behind, arms come down and up, right arm underneath, left arm on top. Taking another inhale, and then exhale to sit down. Inhale, center, take the arms up, catching that left wrist. Exhale, bending over. Taking another full breath here, reaching out through the top fingers, releasing that right arm. Taking one more inhale, and then as you exhale, coming back to center, stepping that right foot behind you, arms down and up, left arm on top, left arm underneath, right arm on top, wrapping the arms around, taking an inhale, and then exhale, sitting down a little bit deeper, and then inhale, back to center. Let's bring the palms of hands together, draw them down through the center line, and release them down, stepping to the top of the mat if you're not already there. Let's bring the feet together side by side now, reaching down through the fingertips. Bend through the knees, sweep the arms up into your Utkatasana. Palms of hands can come together or shoulder distance apart. Bring that left elbow over to the right thigh, coming into your twisted variation of Utkatasana for a moment, and then releasing down into your Uttanasana. Relax the head, keeping the knees bent if you need to. Take an inhale into your halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins. Exhale, fold. Bend through the knees, sweep back into your Utkatasana, inhaling, and then taking that right elbow over to the left thigh, squeeze inner thighs together, looking over that left shoulder, and then releasing down, Uttanasana. Inhale into your halfway lift, exhale, fold. Once again like that, bend the knees, sweep the arms up into your Utkatasana, palms together, exhale, twist, left elbow over the right thigh, looking over the right shoulder, and then folding down. Inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend through the knees, inhaling, Utkatasana. Exhale, hooking that right elbow over the left thigh, turning the eyes, look over towards the left, and then releasing back down into Uttanasana. Take an inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, stepping back into your down facing dog. Hands shoulder distance apart, feet hip distance apart. Grounding down through the 10 knuckles of the hands. Taking a pedal out through the feet. Steady spot with the eyes. And then lowering the heels back down. Taking an inhale to unfurl the spine into your plank position. You might need to lengthen your stance a little bit so you're not over flexing through the wrists just slightly forward of the shoulders. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, bend through the knees and then reach the hips back into your down facing dog. Taking an inhale, and then as you exhale, unfurl the spine into your plank position. You might need to just walk your hands out a little bit further so the wrists are not over flexing and you can have the wrists just slightly forward of the shoulders. Looking towards the top edge of the mat here, taking an inhale. As you exhale, bend through the knees and press the hips back into your down facing dog. And then taking an inhale to hold, and then exhale to unfurl back into your plank, looking towards the top edge of the mat. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees, press the hips back. Inhale to hold, and then exhale to unfurl. Inhale to hold, Last one, exhale, pressing back into your down facing dog. And if you've come into a very long down dog and you want to shorten your position, just feeling free to go for that. Taking one breath, holding your down facing dog. Rising up under the balls of the feet, taking the right leg up into your three-legged dog, and let's bend into this left knee, reaching out through the ball of the right foot, keeping the leg parallel, taking an inhale, exhale, bringing the knee in towards the chest and step it forward in between the hands, placing that left heel down and rising up into your Virabhadrasana 1 or Warrior 1. And you can keep your arms shoulder distance apart or bring the palms of the hands together if that's available. And bending a little bit further into this front leg. Press down through the outer edge of that left foot. Taking one more inhale here. Exhale, open out into your Warrior 2. You could open out that left foot slightly. Palms of the hands facing down, setting the gaze towards the right middle finger. Find the breath. Bring the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Try to have the right thumb on top, reaching the hands down, lift the sternum, take an inhale, and then exhale, diving down into your humble warrior. In towards the inside of that right leg, trying to lift the arms off the back. So one breath here. On the next inhale, ground down through the feet to come back into your reverse warrior. Right arm comes up. And then as you exhale, cartwheel the hands down, framing the front foot. Walk this right foot out to the side, both hands to the inside, and then dropping down to that left knee, releasing the top of the left foot down. So we're going to hold here. You could stay on your hands, or if you'd like to come down onto your forearms, feeling free to go for that. Kind of hugging that right knee in towards the right shoulder. Thinking about the sternum reaching forward. And as you exhale, just noticing if there's any space to allow that left hip to drop a little bit closer to the mat. Two more full breaths here. And then coming back up onto the hands when you're ready, tucking the back toes under, stepping back into your down facing dog. Taking an inhale, exhale to unfurl the spine into your plank. Once again, you might lengthen out. Taking an inhale to hold, and then exhale, bend the knees, press the hips back. Inhaling to hold, exhale to unfurl. Inhale to hold, bend the knees, exhale to press back. One more. Inhale, hold. Exhale to unfurl. Inhale, hold. Exhale, pressing back. Shortening your stance if you need to. Rising up to the balls of the feet, taking that left leg up into your three-legged dog, and then bend into this right leg. So reaching out through the ball of the left foot, keeping that left leg parallel. Taking an inhale. Exhale, stepping it forward in between the hands. Right heel comes down. Right toes are pointing slightly forward here for our Warrior 1 position. Arms come up, either hands shoulder distance apart or palms together, maybe looking up towards the thumbs. As you exhale, seeing if you can bend a little bit deeper into this front leg. Try to press down through the outer edge of the right foot, wrapping the right hip forward. Taking one more inhale, and then as you exhale, opening out to your Warrior 2. So Warrior 2, just opening out the hips, and that outer blade of the foot can be parallel with the back edge of the mat. Looking towards that left middle finger. Maybe bending a little bit deeper in this front leg. Take the hands back behind you, interlacing the fingers. Try to have the left thumb on top now. Take an inhale, draw the hands down, lift through the sternum. Exhale, diving down into your humble warrior. Trying to bring the crown of the head down towards the inside of that left foot. Tucking that left sitting bone underneath you. And then on the next inhale, coming up into your reverse warrior. Right hand light on the back leg. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Come into the ball of the right foot. Walk this left foot out to the side.
Dropping down to that left knee, release the top of the left foot down. Just finding your breath and either staying on your hands or coming down onto your forearms. Hugging that left knee in towards the left shoulder. Last 2 breaths here. Making your way back up on your hands if you were down, tucking the back toes under, stepping back into your down facing dog. Take an inhale and then exhale to walk your hands back towards your feet. You can soften the knees here if that works for you. Otherwise, drawing the quadriceps up and either taking, again, your ragdoll, or if it's available, you want to take the forearms behind the calves and fingers pointing down, going for that, lifting the shoulders away from the ears, thinking about drawing the quadriceps up as the belly draws towards the thighs. Steady gaze with the eyes and find the breath. Shifting the weight slightly forward onto the balls of the feet. Releasing those hands, soften through the knees, walking your hands back out into your down facing dog. Just taking a breath. And then looking towards the hands, coming down onto one knee and then the other. Sitting over to one side, extending the legs out long. Just both legs together for a moment. And then drawing this right heel. So 2 options here. So you can either go for your Janu Shirshasana here or taking a variation where you fold the shin back behind. So the foot is just alongside the hip. You want to try to get both hip bones down. And if that doesn't work, just keep the heel in there. And then let's start with the twist. So pressing down through the back of the left leg. Take an inhale and then exhale. Turning to look over towards the right shoulder. Relaxing the shoulder heads down. Taking another inhale. And then as you exhale, thinking about that left side of the body, laying down over towards that left leg. You might be able to drop that left elbow in and hold the inner edge of the left foot. And right arm comes up and over. And we're trying to ground down through that right sitting bone. Notice if there's any unnecessary effort. The face, the shoulders. And then taking an inhale, coming back upright and releasing that right leg long, the center of the hips. And then we'll go to the other side. So either bringing that left heel in or if it's available, folding that left foot behind you or that left shin behind you, pressing down through the back of the right thigh, right hand in front of you, take an inhale and then exhale, turning towards the left shoulder. Thinking about the right side of the body turning towards the left. Taking an inhale, and then as you exhale, sliding that right hand down that right leg. Maybe bringing the elbow in, holding the inner edge of that right foot. Left arm extending up and over. Eyes maybe looking up towards the ceiling. Staying connected to your breathing. And then taking an inhale, coming back upright. Taking that left leg forward, making your way down onto your back. Bending the knees up. Feet flat on the mat, arms down by your side, taking an inhale. And then exhale to peel the spine off the mat, pressing down through the feet. You can just keep the arms down by your side palms flat, or if you like interlacing the hands, feel free to do that underneath the back. If there's a space, you might lift the sternum a little bit more towards the face for these last couple of breaths, grounding down through the base of the big toes. Taking one more inhale, lifting the hips up a little bit higher, and then exhale to roll all the way down. Bringing the knees in towards the chest and hugging them in. And if you want to give yourself a little bit of a rock from side to side, feeling free to go for that. Taking one more inhale, squeezing the legs in. And then as you exhale, extending the legs out long, letting the feet fall away from one another, arms a little bit away from the body, palms facing up, closing down the eyes. Allowing the whole body to soften and release into the mat. Just allowing the breathing to return to its natural rhythms. Some breaths might be long and some breaths might be short. Resting here for the next few minutes. Please feel free to stay resting here. Otherwise, let's start to extend into the breathing. As you inhale, filling the whole body, from the tips of the toes to the crown of the head. As you exhale, allow everything to soften. A couple more times like that. And then when you're ready, a little bit of movement into the hands and to the feet, bending the legs up, rolling over onto one side. Just resting here for a couple of moments. And making your way up to a comfortable seated position. Just finding your crossed legs, resting the hands down to the knees. Feeling the length of the entire spinal column. Soft face and soft shoulders. Bring the palms of the hands together into your prayer in front of the chest. Just bowing the head down towards your hands. Acknowledging your effort to come to your mat and participate in this challenge. You've been doing so well. Offering gratitude to this practice and for the good that you have in your life. And know that by filling your cup and nourishing yourself like this, you really make space and create the possibility of being able to give more to those around you and to follow what you truly value in your life. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.